Good day, people. This is CSCP10. CSCP10, let's help you build it. I greet you today with a following topic of concentration, the power of concentration, right? So now we'll be talking about the second part of the concentration. We as CSCP10, we just share the best ways to concentrate in everything that you do. We share to you the best narratives, exercises, techniques that you can utilize in order to make sure that you concentrate in your workplace, you concentrate in your studies, you concentrate in your work of art that you are doing so that you can be able to achieve more, right? So today we come with the second part, which is the volume 2. The volume 2 is actually the twisted version of concentration. We are actually going deeper. We are going deeper to the ways that you should apply in your life in order for you to concentration. By the way, I need to tell you that there's only 3 segments that we need to focus on concentration now. The parts that we are going to present to you. You need to, first one, you need to control you need to control your thoughts, right? That's a point, that's a first point. The second one is to practice consistency in your concentration. Practice your consistency. That means you need to do that daily, right? And the third one is, this one is called a powerful principle of concentration, right? It's a powerful principle of concentration. Let me greet you again as CSCP10 President, which is Coach Saki. I'm Coach Saki. The business is called Coach Saki and Consulting with Placement. We specialize with coaching, personal development, and we do consulting whereby we can consult into your firm, your company, anything that you want, that desires consulting in terms of developing your businesses and also making sure that like your business is actually, your books are looked upon and your strategy of business, we also advise on that, and many other things that needs consulting, right? And the third one is placement. If you have any business, any organization that requires people, if you want to employ people, if you have a company that needs people that can work there, we'll deal with that. We assist you with that. It's part of our core services as CSCP10. Our slogan, let's help you build it, right? So let's start with the first one. Control your thoughts, right? Now you must remember that when you want to concentrate on something, I made it on our previous video that you've got to find a way that where you are doing whatever that you are doing, if you are studying, that it's quiet, right? But now I'm going deeper in that part of actually controlling your thoughts, because the main objective here is that we concentrate on our objective that we want to attain. First one, you need to eliminate fear, right? Fear is the most devil that controls and dictates anything that you want to achieve, right? If you want to achieve something and you cannot control and eliminate fear, because fear is the one that will first give you butterflies in your stomach. It will make you to doubt in the narrative or things that we have studied or practiced, right? When the time of execution come, right? When the time of executing that particular activity that you need to do, the first thing that will disturb you is fear. Now you need to face that heads on. When you want to control your thoughts, you must eliminate fear. Once you have eliminated fear and you take a deep breath, but there's a topic for this part on its own, which is, it falls part of concentration. But fear is the most important thing that you must understand, that you've got to eliminate, you've got to get rid of, right? And when you have completed to do that, thoughts will keep on coming to you, whether negative or positive, thoughts of fear and any other thought that will disturb you in meeting your objective, in making and achieving what you want to do, right? So what you need to do now, you need to make sure that you eliminate that fear, and also make sure that you do not entertain any thoughts that are actually making you to digress. That means to shift your focus on what you want to achieve, right? And also you need to make sure that when you are doing that, you need to make sure that your thoughts, like, let's say, let me make a typical example. You are thinking of going to have a vacation somewhere, right? Now you have done all the research about that particular place and the ways of traveling, that is the transportation and all of that. You have got everything in front of you. You've got the date that you've set up. You've made an appointment. You've done the booking. Now, once you've done that, now on the particular day that you must actually do that or go there, right? Now, creeping thoughts will keep on coming. What if this happens? What if that place is not so? What if when you are there, this and this and this happens? Eliminate those thoughts, right? They are actually trying to disturb your objective. They are trying to move you away from what you want to achieve. Now you need to get rid of them. Redirect your thoughts, right? Redirect them by actually reversing your thinking to what is it that you wanted to achieve. You wanted happiness, you wanted to take a break, you wanted a different environment, and you wanted to actually make sure that you give yourself a space whereby you can be able to enjoy, right? As soon as they keep on coming, you must always redirect them. You must always talk to yourself and tell yourself that, look, this is what I want. And the other part is, while we are still under the controlling of your thoughts, you must always remind yourself of your what? Of your objective, of your goal, of your thing that you want to achieve. Remind yourself, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it. This is my dream goal that I want to achieve, right? So once you remind yourself, then your thoughts must be in line with what you want to achieve, right? Let's go to the second part. The second part states clearly that you must practice consistency. That means you must practice your consistency daily. When you practice your consistency, that means according to everything that I've mentioned above, you practice your consistency, that you are not going to allow anything that will enter, that will make you to shift your thinking about what you want to achieve, right? So when you do that, you make sure that you do that, and you need to actually make sure that you start doing that small, right? You start small. You start to actually have those affirmations that, look, this is what I want to do, this is how I'm planning to do, this is my goal, this is what I want to achieve. And you do that by actually being consistent. If you say, if let's say a day, you are going to every hour, after maybe you have prayed, you are going to remind yourself of a thing that you want to achieve, then you must do that. If, let's say, you are going to affirm, maybe for a period of a specific time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and all of that, right? So that is how to actually practice consistency daily, right? Then let's go to the last one, which is this is a powerful principle, right? This powerful principle, I've prepared that for a person to understand what he or she wants to achieve, or how he or she wants to achieve. you must understand the very most important thing that you must understand is that where your attention goes, when you start to give something an attention, that is where your energy goes. When I talk about the energy, I'm talking about everything that is part of you. Your thinking, when you concentrate on something, your senses, all your 5 different senses, your ear, your smell, and your, everything, your touch and emotions, all your senses. So this is what you must understand, that where your attention goes, it is where the energy flows, right? So I'm not talking about things that I do not do. I'm talking about practical things that I do myself. You understand? But I want to tell you that this is a journey, right? It is a journey that you need to actually believe, and believe that you are going to make it successfully. But also, you must remember that when you have started something, don't quit without completing. All I'm saying is to you that you need to understand that these are things that you need to do. Concentration is a vital aspect in a person's life, because everything that you want to do, everything that you expend time on, it requires your concentration, right? Anything that you do, if it's important, you must always be determined and ask yourself questions. Why am I doing this? How am I going to do this? What is it that am I going to benefit out of this? Right? I've given you 3 powerful points today of volume 2 in concentration, powerful ways of concentration. I've said practice, right? I said control your thoughts. That's a point. That's the first one. And the second one is called practice consistency. Practice every day. Practice daily what I have shared to you, right? And the third one was, I've shared the powerful principle that if your attention goes, if you give an attention to something, then that means your energy will flow, right? You've got all the tools to achieve anything that you want, right? You've got everything you have with you. You have everything that you desire to achieve anything that you want. The only thing that you need to understand is to actually do things in a certain way. And I can tell you now that the most successful people are not the most intelligent people, but those are people that are doing things in a certain way, which is something that you can do it. But follow me, walk with me. I invite you to this journey of concentration, because we still have more things to discuss, more things to share with you, so that you can be able to understand what is it that you can do in order to make sure that you apply these techniques, you understand, in your life, so that you can be able to achieve everything that you desire. I thank you. CSCP10, let's help you build it. Let's make sure that we visit our website and we like our videos, we subscribe to our YouTube channel. I thank you. Let's have a good one and a blessed one. Bye-bye.